This is the first time that I'm heading to Kuantan in Pahang, Malaysia. Kuantan is the capital city of Pahang, and it is located on the east coast part of Peninsular Malaysia. So I wonder how similar or how different it would be from other cities on the west coast part of Peninsular Malaysia. After reaching Kuantan, I straight away went to Miss Elliot Cafe to have lunch. It is a very popular and aesthetic cafe housed in an old building. Just look at the old floor tiles here. It is super spacious with plenty of seats across 2 levels. This is where the old office was. I ordered avocado toast, and the presentation looks so nice. As they had so many types of pretty looking desserts, I couldn't resist but ordered this cheese tart with strawberries. After lunch, I walked around that old street. There seemed to be plenty other cafes and restaurants with very nostalgic vibes. There are still very retro-looking shops there. I felt like I stepped back to the 80s. This shop is very unique. It has got so many things, and yet it didn't feel as cluttered. Here you'll be able to find all the kitchen and household items used last time. I was super impressed with this toy shop. Somehow it still retains the old school way of arranging toys. And these are the type of toys that I used to play when I was a child. And these are the toys that my brother used to play. As you walk along Jalan Besar, you will see this Menara 188. It is just next to the Kuantan River. I stopped by the river for a short while, but there was nothing much there and the weather was also very hot. At Menara 188, you can try out the skywalk activity if you are adventurous enough. As there was nothing much there, I just took Grab ride to go to the hotel that I'll be staying at. I checked into Hyatt Regency Resort, which was by the beach. I had opted for a room with sea view. The room was huge and very comfortable. Bathroom was also spacious with different sections for shower area and also the toilet. From the room's balcony, I could see the white sandy beach and also the waves lapping onto the shore. So of course I had to quickly get down to the beach. It was early January when I was in Kuantan, so the wind was very strong. I went to Sampan bar to have a drink. It was very relaxing to be walking on the sand and just looking at the waves. This part of the beach is called Teluk Cempedak. Around evening time, locals would also be bringing their kids to the beach to play. There was supposed to be a hiking path, but unfortunately it wasn't accessible when I was there. There were plenty of shops and stalls selling food, snacks, water, and also toys. Whole area was just so lively. There were many kids playing with bubbles there. There are also fast food restaurants and cafes nearby. I went to this McDonald's to have early dinner because it has got views. After eating, I walked towards the sea to look at people surfing. After relaxing by the beach, I went to check out the resort's gym. There was quite a lot of equipment, but mostly looked quite dated. I just went back to the room to rest. The next morning, I woke up and then took a Grab ride to have breakfast at one of the old coffee shops. Kemaman Kopitiam is supposed to be famous for its old school vibes and also local food. There were so many choices even for breakfast. I ordered the charcoal toasted bun as well as the nasi lemak. The nasi lemak was so sumptuous with lots of ingredients. As the portion was really too huge, I couldn't finish the food. After breakfast, I took a Grab ride to Sungai Pandan Waterfall, which was about 40 minutes away. It was so therapeutic to be in nature with forest, waterfall, and also river. Look at the turquoise-colored water. I couldn't believe this was in Malaysia. The area looked clean and well maintained while still maintaining the rustic vibes. Visitors would need to pay RM10 per person to get in. The view of the waterfall sure did not disappoint. I spent some time just sitting on the rocks listening to the sound of the water. After that, I walked around the forest area a bit. Nearer to the entrance of the waterfall, there were some food stalls. There were also lots of locals having picnics by the river. There is a cafe near this waterfall which I have seen on social media. The cafe is located within a campsite. I really like the rustic vibes of this cafe. And it felt very special to be there. Because how often do we see such cafes out in the nature? I ordered cappuccino and curry mee. Somehow one of the famous dishes in Kuantan is curry mee. The curry gravy is of the more diluted type, but it is very fragrant due to the spices used. It's usually also served with chicken. After eating the curry mee, I booked a Grab ride to head back to the resort. I was very lucky because I didn't have to wait long for the car to arrive. Back at the resort, I went to check out their spa. I opted for 90 minutes body massage and it felt so luxurious and relaxing. After that, I walked around the resort to see what other facilities they have. There is a family mart near the resort. I would say that the coffee in Kuantan didn't taste as good. I'm not sure is it due to the milk. So I find that the best place to have coffee in Kuantan is actually Family Mart. I bought coffee and snacks and then walked back to the resort. For dinner, a Grab driver had recommended this 888 food court to me. I saw from Google review that the prawn noodle there was the best. So I ordered a bowl of prawn noodle from this uncle. The prawn noodles broth was so good. If I were to go there again, I would definitely order this prawn noodle but with more prawns. I read online that this satay zoo is also supposed to be very famous. So I walked over there from 888 Food Court and had my second round of food. The satay shop looked almost like a cafe. It's so aesthetic. I ordered chicken, beef and mutton satay. The rice served with the satay was not cut into small cubes. After that, I went back to the resort. The good thing about staying at the resort is that you can go to the beach anytime. And I realized that just spending time on the beach doing nothing is such a luxury. The next morning, I managed to catch a bit of the sunrise. Two Grab drivers had told me that the best curry mee in Kuantan was near the resort. So I walked to Hoi Yin restaurant. I ordered the curry mee. It was a small bowl, but I think it was just right for breakfast. There was generous serving of chicken and also tau pok. The curry gravy was also very aromatic. After breakfast, I went to the beach again. It was so calming to walk on the sand without the shoes. As I reflected on this trip, I realized that slowing down and even doing nothing can actually be more helpful to our mental health. And I really enjoyed this short trip because I got to be close to the nature. After that, I went back to the room to pack my things. I went to the airport and then took a flight back to Singapore. So till here, thanks for watching. Let me know where else I should visit in Malaysia.